do a little backtracking here for the people who are not familiar. Born in Germany, raised in South Africa, spent some time here as an exchange student in Ohio.
In Cleveland.
In Cleveland.
Yeah.
Boy, I'm sorry about that. That's, as an American, that isn't exactly putting our best foot forward. You know, I'm from the Midwest.
Hey, it's not your fault. I enjoyed it. I mean, I didn't find anything negative about it at all.
Well, now, Reverie is a very lush, and when I say beautiful, that's not really even a compliment so much as a description. It's really a beautifully produced, lush-sounding CD. Are you a stern taskmaster in the studio?
Yes.
Do your backup musicians hate you from time to time? It's like,
you know, I try to be nice about it, you know, but I can be pretty pushy and, you know, let's get this done and I want this, and, you know, I'm pretty, I know what I want, but I'm not afraid to say, you know, I really don't know what to do here.
Okay.
And say, you know, what do you think I should do here? You know, so I have to say that my band, you know, Chris Maroff, who's my upright bass player and kora player, he's with me here tonight at the Skokie Theater, and he, you know, he and the rest of the band, Lars Podiger, Patrick Carmichael, Leah Podiger, Megan Maroff, they all were very much involved in how this ended up. You know, because there was a lot of times when I would just say, you know, what do you guys think here? You know, and they would always come back with something, and sometimes it worked, sometimes it wouldn't, and same goes for me. So as far as the arranging goes, you know, I mean, I had a lot of it laid out in my mind, but there was a lot of collaborative moments when we made this record.
well, and you sort of glossed over the fact that he's your bass player and your kora player. Now,
Yes.
of course, I know what a kora player is, but for the ignorant masses out there, can you explain what a kora is?
Well, a kora is a West African harp. It's a 21-string instrument, and Chris bought this kora on eBay, and it's from Senegal. And he just started playing it, and he took a couple of classes, but he kind of did a lot of teaching himself. We just started using it on one particular song called "Question of the Heart" that's on the record, and it works just really well, and we just kept doing it. So.
I feel the question of the heart. I feel the movements long before they start, and neither the one nor the other side. I understand what I see. In your eyes, I feel the movement. I feel the movement now.
You're in the music industry in an interesting time. I mean, had you come along 30 years ago, you would probably have the backing of a big record company making sure all the 15-year-olds out there were being exposed to your music. Well, now, the upside of that not happening is that you have more control over your music.
Yeah.
And I imagine you've had to learn to wear a lot of hats as far as the business end of the music business.
Oh, yeah.
Has that been an education for you?
Oh yeah, I mean, I had to really learn it from scratch. I mean, I was on an indie label in Cleveland for a couple of years, and then everything, like the music industry, just started imploding, you know. And I mean, I haven't lost faith in the music business, you know, because I think so many people that used to work at big labels and that are now independents and do their own thing. And I'm working with quite a few people that used to be at majors, and are now just doing their own thing and working as a freelance, you know, either promoter, publicist, agent, booking, whatever, you know, entertainment lawyer, whatever. I mean, so it's really, it's interesting because there's like this whole pool of people that used to work at record labels and are now just either starting their own labels or working freelance.
I understand you are already writing your next CD. How's that going to differ from Reverie?
Well, I'm always writing, you know, so it's always like a collection of songs that starts building up. But we have a new 2-song EP coming out on May 14th, together with a music video for one of the songs from Reverie called Doing Time.
Oh, great.
So that's the next thing, and then I'm going to Europe to do some shows over there.
Cool. And the website is JannKlose.com?
That's the one.
That's the one.
Yep.
Jann Klose, check it out.
Won't you wait for me? Oh, sitting in unhealthy piece of carpet that my father bought, remembering things that my mother said, my father said, my mother said, my father said, hey, yeah, my mother said.